Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Joy Seki and I'm your Wellbeing Coach. Today I want to share briefly on journaling to heal. I want to share with us on how we can take advantage of journaling to help us in our healing journey. Remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so journaling or writing therapy, as some people call it, is very helpful when it comes to well-being and emotional healing. It's one of the things that I use to help my clients heal and something that I also practice. Okay, there's something about bringing our thoughts on paper and being able to look at what is going on in our mind on paper. It's part of art for me. It's creativity, and so somehow that whole practice has a way of helping us to declutter from the various things that is going on in our mind, especially when it's really confusing and we're not able to place ourselves on one particular thought alone, and we want to gain insight of what is really happening. We want to have our peace back. We want to, have a better way of feeling in that moment, and we want to do it ourselves. This is when journaling becomes very helpful. It's not difficult, it's very easy. So it's a reflective writing, basically, where you bring your thoughts on paper and use that to help yourself process what is happening inside, help yourself to gain clarity, and better insight of the situation. Okay, now to do journal writing, it's something as easy as just knowing how to read and write. There's nothing technical about it. You're not writing an essay to any examination board. So it's just you and your feelings, you trying to communicate your feelings, you trying to help yourself, take charge of what is happening within you. So it's an unfiltered form of writing. There's no grammatical way to go about it. That's what I always tell my clients, because sometimes when we become so engrossed in the spellings, the punctuations, the writing, style and all of that, it becomes mechanical. It's no longer authentic, okay, and we might not benefit as much. Let's say, for instance, you're feeling overwhelmed and you're alone, all of a sudden you just started feeling somehow and you can't place it, with your therapist, you're just by yourself. How can journaling help you? How can writing therapy help you in this moment? You get a book and a pen. If you want to use your iPad, fantastic. If you want to use your laptop, it's okay. The most important thing is that you are writing, whether it's typing or any other mix. Putting your words out, putting out those thoughts, those feelings, it's the essential part of this whole thing. The first thing you want to do is to sit in a quiet place. You don't want to be distracted, right? You want to listen to yourself. You want to hear yourself out. You want to know what is happening. You want to be able to really feel what is going on inside of you. So you need that quietness. You can switch off the TV, turn off the radio, just turn out the distractions, the external distractions, the noise, and sit there and write. One easy journal writing is letter writing. There are different types, but the letter writing is very simple. It's you writing to a friend, or sometimes it could be your parents that are far away, or your sibling, anyone, but somebody and you want this person to hear what is happening inside. You want this person to know about how you're feeling. Okay, the idea behind writing to someone specific, someone that to some extent you have a relationship with that is quite close, is to make it like somebody is there that will hear this and also validate your feelings. Even though journal writing helps you to validate your own feelings, but that idea of feeling like, okay, I have someone out there who loves me, even though I'm feeling so lonely this moment, and I want to write to this person cares about me, this person loves me, and I want them to hear me out on how I'm feeling. It could be your dead parents, you don't have parents. It could be an aunt that you loved so much who's no longer alive. It could be anybody, dead or alive, or someone that you have a close relationship with. Okay, so for example, you're feeling very down and you want to do this letter writing type of journaling. Let's say you want to write to your friend, who is not in the country, and you guys are quite close, but you don't want to talk. You only want to write because you can't even talk about what is happening. You don't get it yet, but you just want to write it the way you're feeling it. Let's say your friend is Lisa, so you say, "Dear Lisa," and then you just start writing. I feel some form of heaviness in my chest right now, and remembering what happened 2 days ago in the office when my boss shouted at me, and the embarrassment that I felt and how everybody else was looking at me. Just write it. All the things that are coming out. There's no particular way. There's no follow through with one paragraph to the other. No. As the thoughts are coming, you will find that as you're doing that, it's like you're also processing what is happening. So as you're moving from one thought to another, you're also putting your mind in a place. You're no more scattered here and there, and then there's that presence. That's one of the main benefits of writing therapy or journaling. It gives you a form of presence, which is the ultimate, especially when you're feeling that kind of distress in that moment when you can't put specific meaning to what you feel or how you're feeling. So by just being there, and it's like you're listening to yourself, you're taking the time to observe yourself. So there's a lot of awareness in that moment. So there's that presence, and that alone is therapeutic. That's why it's so powerful. Okay, it's one thing that I help my client with, is what I do myself. Sometimes the day is so heavy and you're so full and stressed that to even talk. You don't even know how to talk about it. Get my pen, get my paper, and I just write it unfiltered. By the time you go back reading it, it's no longer as stressful or distressing as it was. It's like there's a relief. So it kind of helps us to relieve our tensions. So it's something that I think you should start practicing. It's very simple. Just do this that I just explained. Okay? So I look forward to hearing from you. If you have started your journey to journaling, I want you to talk to me about it. Share with me on how this has been helpful to your healing journey and even your well-being journey. I'll be glad to hear from you.